The war is over, but a new game begins. The United States is moving to plant its flag in Damascus, in the heart of SHARAA'S Syria. A former Iranian ally may now host an American base, as Washington brokers a bold peace pact with Israel, a move that could redraw alliances and reshape the Middle East once again. The United States is preparing to establish a military presence at an air base in Damascus to help enable a security pact that Washington is brokering between Syria and Israel. 6 sources familiar with the matter told Reuters. The US plans for the presence in the Syrian capital would be a sign of Syria's strategic realignment with the US following the fall of Bashar al-Assad, an ally of Iran, in December 2024. The base sits at the gateway to parts of southern Syria that are expected to make up a demilitarized zone as part of a non-aggression pact between Israel and Syria. That deal is being mediated by the US President Donald Trump's administration. Meanwhile, Trump is set to meet Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa at the White House on November 10th, the first such visit by a Syrian head of state. Reuters reported, citing sources, that the US was planning to use the base to help monitor a potential Israel-Syria agreement. However, neither the Pentagon nor the Syrian Foreign Ministry has yet commented on the development. A US administration official said the US was
constantly evaluating our necessary posture in Syria to effectively combat ISIS, Islamic State, and we do not comment on locations or possible locations of where forces operate.
A Western military official said the Pentagon had accelerated its plans over the last 2 months with several reconnaissance missions to the base. Those missions concluded that the base's long runway was ready for immediate use. 2 Syrian military sources told Reuters that the technical talks have been focused on the use of the base for logistics, surveillance, refueling, and humanitarian operations, while Syria would retain full sovereignty over the facility. A Syrian defense official said the United States had flown a Bal-130 military transport aircraft to the base to assess the condition of its runway. A security guard stationed at one of the entrances told Reuters that American aircraft had been landing there as part of testing operations. The United States is planning a new military presence in Syria, mirroring similar operations in Lebanon and Israel that monitor regional ceasefire agreements. The initiative would see American troops stationed under an arrangement to oversee compliance with the cessation of hostilities, similar to the US mission in Lebanon that tracks the truce between Hezbollah and Israel, and another in Israel that monitors the ceasefire with Hamas. The US already maintains troops in northeastern Syria, supporting Kurdish-led forces against the Islamic State. In April, the Pentagon announced it would cut that number in half to around 1,000. Syrian leader al-Sharaa has said any continued US troop presence must be coordinated with the new Syrian state, which is expected to join the US-led global anti-ISIS coalition soon, according to both American and Syrian officials. A person familiar with the talks told Reuters that the proposed base was discussed during a September 12th visit to Damascus by Admiral Brad Cooper, head of US Central Command. A CENTCOM statement confirmed that Cooper and US envoy Thomas Barrack had met SHARAA, praising Syria's contribution to the fight against IS and describing it as part of Trump's vision of a prosperous Middle East and a stable Syria at peace with itself and its neighbors. Washington has been working for months to broker a security pact between Israel and Syria, but talks reportedly stalled ahead of a planned announcement at the United Nations General Assembly in September. A Syrian source told Reuters that the US is pressuring Damascus to finalize a deal before the year's end.